Hey guys, Miss G here. So today we're going to go into your isometric drawings. And I have a lot of interesting things up on the screen. So I have our model here sitting up on the plan where we left it with a drawing underneath it, slightly askew. And then I have a completed isometric here for you to look at. And I have some of our symbols here for your reference. And the cool part about that is they're drawn in the flat plan, but we can use them here on our isometric as well. And my isometric paper is here already. And how that makes it easy for us is with our plan in hand, we can see that the lines are in a different direction. They're slightly askewed at 30 and 60 degrees, but that's okay, because then all we have to do is kind of rotate our paper, and then we know what we're going to draw. So it looks pretty similar. So we'll rotate the first line, and then we'll just continue to rotate these branches another 30 degrees. And that's pretty much all there is to it. And then we'll just draw the vent risers in a vertical. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. And you're going to be drawing it too. So, like I did before, when we built the model, I'm going to speed it up a little bit so you don't get too bored. So I won't do a lot of talking while I draw it. And if your model's different, it's okay. And if you find that it's a little too complicated to draw what you have and you just want to draw what I have here on the screen, that's okay too. I don't mind. You can draw whatever. I want you to get the idea of how to draw it. So I have these on the screen here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one out of the way. But I'm going to show you what you're going to do. Because we see this one here up on the screen is right here. This is the same drawing. So I'm going to start you out. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take your regular drawing and you're going to take a look at it and you're going to find your longest line. And then you're going to put your scale ruler on here. Now, you're not measuring anything. This is a sketch. That's one of the key elements here. It's a sketch. So just pick a spot. And now I started from the corner. And you just start yourself out and find a spot. And you start the longest line and just, it looks about that long. And go for it. Now, and you can see on my sketch there, it's just a rough line. So pick a spot, start from the corner, and leave yourself a little space because it doesn't run off the page. And just pick a spot and draw yourself a line. And if you wanted to go that far, you can. Want to go a little further? Cool. Now I've got my main branch. So that lines up with this. And then you've got 3 off of it, but this one's got a little jig and this one's got the other turn. So what you do is you pick a spot for your first one, and then your second one, and then your third one. But it's got to go at a 45, and it's got to go to 45. So your safe bet is to start with your first one. So instead of going straight at it, remember I said we got to turn it. So it's already got the lines here for you. Just find you a spot, pick one, and it's your shortest one, and go right into it. So they're perpendicular here on this paper, just like they would be here. So it's your shortest one. Take it out there. That looks good. You want it to go that far, go that far. It's a sketch, guys. Do your thing. Now your next one goes further by a little bit. So this is where your vent's going to be. So your other vent's going to line up with it here. Pretty cool, right? All the vents are going to be in line. This is where your wall is going to be. So we'll take the next one, if you wanted to, wherever you're going to make them. So wherever your next one's going to be, say you want to do it here. You know your vent's going to be right there. And the next one's going to come off of this end here, but it'll be out further. Okay, so 45, we'll figure that out when we get there. We know the vent will go there. So that'll be where my line is. And I'll move my paper so I get the hang of it. And I left a gap because it's going to go at a 45. So pick a spot. Now to do a 45, you go from corner to corner to corner on these diamonds. So pick a spot on one of your diamonds, wherever you feel like it should be. And I'm going to take, so I got 1, 2, I'll go 3 diamonds this time. It's a sketch. I'm not going to do it like the other one just because I don't feel like it. So I'll pick this diamond and I'll go 1, 2, 3. There we go. That looks like a good 45. And it kind of goes straight. It's a straight board. I made a longer 45 this time. Cool. And you just connected it. It doesn't have to look like your model perfectly. It's a sketch. You're going to give them an idea what fittings they need. That's all you're doing. Now to the next one, we have to get this Y in here. We need to know that the vent is going there. So wherever you want to put the line, this is where the only thing that comes in important is making sure your vents are lined up. So figuring out the vent stays in line with this one, come down, and I'm going to pick this spot. That's where my vent's going to be, so the line's got to be in line there. So I'm going to put my line here, and it hits that spot. And once again, a 45. And I'll go, that diamond looks good. There we go. Now I just gotta erase them. Now you got a plan. So, you've got the first part of your plan. It looks just like your model. If you want to freehand the rest of it, you can. You don't have to use a scale ruler, but you want to get some of your parts in here. So the next part is, you know it curves up. It goes up here, right? We're going to turn it up. So take it to the end and bring that one up. This is where your vent is. It's got a fitting here. So if you look up on here, this is your combination. We got that one right here. But the difference is here, this is a vent. Now, if you look at my model here, vents are dashed lines on an isometric. Gotta tell them it's a vent pipe, not a waste pipe. So we can draw that fitting where that dot is. So where that dot is, it's going to go up to the fitting. So to do that, you're going to put a slash vertical, like in the picture, vertical. And then we know it's going up there. I'm going to draw one like an X across the line. And then you look at your combination, comes down. Remember what direction it faces. It goes there. So you basically kind of draw a crooked J. Real simple. And then it'll get dashed the rest of the way up. And this one's going to do the same thing over here. Simple as that. Starting to look a little 3D. Now, now you can see it curves up here, probably a little closer than we drew it. If you want to erase it, you can. You turn it up further. Watercolors, it's usually turned up a little closer. So bring it back. Put that there. Another one of those little sticks on it. One here. Actually, I got that one the wrong direction. Trace all that line on here. Bring that one out. Here. Put it back in there. There you go, the watercolors, it turns up. You do the same thing for this one over here. Now, if you want to get creative, you can take these and curve them out. Make them nice curves. No requirement. A little harder. And then you got your sanitary tea up here. We'll put that in. Bring it up a little higher. And you've got the sanitary tea up here on your chart. So that one is going to have your pieces going across. And it comes out facing. And that's right for this one face. That direction. And then after that, it's going to be dashed because it's a vent. All right, there you go. So we have the base of that vent system. Now for the rest of this, I'm just going to speed it up so you guys don't get too bored. And we'll put in all the rest of the fittings, okay? I'm not going to talk a whole lot. I'm going to get this drawn in here for you. Okay? Alright, guys. There you have it. Got one more thing to add. You're all set.